if we're doing this again today,
Yeah.
how are we saving these?
100% slow pace Alien 1 vibes. The very first intro scene we got in AVP, right? It was I think it was the Predator was out there, right? He killed the dude, and then the alien killed him.
Right.
Right. That doesn't make any sense. Right? Because why was that Predator there to begin with? Why was there already an alien there that was just out there running loose?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
The implication, I think, was that was like the whaling town from like 1904 or whatever, so maybe it was like forever ago, but it's like, what? Doesn't make sense.
What?
Just what?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, if we get the slower pace, maybe we spent those first 15 minutes instead of building out everybody's like characters and backstories and motivations and stuff. If we just hot dropped the crew in there already, and then we had the slow pace, suspense building kind of horror aspects of them kind of knowing something was going on, being like, are there fucking aliens down here? And then the subtle being hunted there. And then I think at some point, kind of once we pick up towards that center, that's when you drop the Predators in there. They get in there, they start fucking shit up. And then it's like what do we do? Like, who do we interact with? Who do we save? Maybe Lex still kind of figures out there's that little bit of honor system that works half the time to where they don't kill you and you can team up with them and turn this into a buddy cop movie. And, you still finish out with roughly some of those same, like, bangs and high points and everything, but you just make it not suck so much.
Yeah, my thing was first off, we just eliminate the second movie. We don't need to go there.
100%. That second movie doesn't need to be made.
And the way we do this is the first one focuses more on that origin story. Again, I thought it was a cool concept that we have the Predators as kind of integral to the development of the development and evolution of mankind.
Yeah.
That's how some of our what do you call them, eighth wonders of the world or whatever the fuck you call it, pyramids, that type of shit.
Sure.
Oh, that's how that happened. Predators were like here and doing shit, and there was like a kind of respect with people. They taught us how to do stuff. Yeah.
And a really nice touch that like this pyramid used like all like 3 or 4 of the different like styles that like all the different civilizations broke off and ended up using. It's like that's neat.
Yes.
That is a cool way to frame it.
Yeah. So I think that's great. You lean into that more. Maybe we don't do this fucking story where we're we have these explorers in Antarctica and they're supposed to go looking for this temple. Maybe you just focus on that early shit, But if not, if you want to just give, that context or whatever, and you're staying here, develop the fuck out of Bishop. Why grab him from aliens, excuse me, and Alien 3, I guess. Why rip him from that and be like, okay, he's here, and then we're going to kill him.
Yeah.
Yes, we can track the breadcrumbs to say maybe there was DNA and they cloned him later.
But if we're going to explain everything else, why is that very important plot the thing we have to figure out on our own and guess, right?
And why stick him here and kill him and then just be like, I mean, I guess if you're just saying, well, it's a spinoff, so it's just this is another universe maybe is what we're talking about, but you're using the fucking the creatures, the main characters of the goddamn other series. So I think you develop the fuck out of him, and he survives, like him and Lex and the Predator get out. Of course, the Predator is killed and taken.
Sure.
But Bishop's there and he's kind of struggling. He's hurting or whatever. And
maybe he makes that out with the fucking gun. Like the blaster or something like that.
Right.
And then it's like that's a reason like what started like the Wayland Industries like technological boom because they were able to re-engineer some of that stuff. Like,
well, what I was kind of thinking was he gets out with Lex. That whole last scene and everything happens, but and Lex kind of gets him. Kind of get the what do you call that? Life flighted, right?
Medivac.
Yeah. And then, he's in the helicopter. They get back to Wayland Industries, right? And he's like, I guess I'm going to be the first one to try the cryo sleep, and he, they get in there and, you can kind of cut later to aliens and, there's an AI made after him. Eventually he wakes up and they kind of model the AI after him and he's in Alien 3 for whatever reason. And,
sure.
you got to do more with that character. You don't just drop him in. I can't say that enough.
Yeah, it's such a waste. And he is just such a cool character. Like, he was really awesome in 2 and in 3.
Not so much. But again, they fucked up Alien 3. We know this.
Yeah.
And the one other idea I had, if you don't want to go cryo sleep, is maybe this is like the father of the bishop we see later. You know? And so maybe we feature his son. Maybe Bishop again. Maybe we get him back to, you know, Wayland Industries, and he's kind of like on his deathbed, and you have his son, and it kind of looks like, you know, dark hair, kind of looks like this dude. And, you know, maybe we show him, and, you know, you can imply later that, you know, the cryo sleep's invented, and he goes to sleep, he'd take over for his dad, and, you know, later on, and yada, yada, yada. I don't know. There's something there.
Plenty of ways.
So many roads. Yeah. It didn't have to be like this.